cashapp22 IG. Welcome back to our opinion podcast. I'm your co-host Terrence. Here, my co-hosts Michael and Jhoan. How's everybody doing? How's it going?
How's? I'm sorry, I just got that real quick. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm alright.
Doing good. I said, doing decent. He
We
did
didn't
that
hear
little
it.
thing.
I didn't hear it. No. So, what do you want to talk about?
Well, Joe ass came out with some shit.
My ass?
Joe.
They said yo ass.
Nah, Joe. They're trying to they have this bill thing that's like $30 million where they're dedicating to like pump out crack pipes to help like decrease.
Your local crackhead?
Yep. To help decrease the amount of like misuse, I guess, in the community and help with some of the deaths. I think that's like the purpose. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's
he's doing a phenomenal job at being the United States world leader, bro. I feel like I was in that conference room with him and be like, yes. Get them crack pipes. Like, easy. You want to cut the death rate in half? Boom. Do that.
Like the total death rate, too. Like, not even just like crack. We're talking total death rate. Cut in half.
It's gonna
hand out crack pipes.
Give them crack.
That's all they need.
Man.
To keep them alive, keep them going. Give them the crack pipe.
He said, I'm all for the bill.
Canada, what you got? Oh. You don't got to pay for going to the hospital.
You said
what?
what?
You got, America?
You said
you
what?
Need crack?
Universal
we got
health?
The pipes.
Universal health? Nah, but we giving out crack pipes.
Hey, man.
How many? Like,
$30 million worth of crack pipes. You said you went to the tobacco store. You saw some, right? How much does that cost?
I was gonna say, they probably gonna get a nice little deal for it.
Yeah.
So, they don't get them involved in shit.
They're going to be like, we giving back to the United States workforce because these are
do you think
homegrown crack pipes.
Do you think that Biden's going to go out, like presidents do shit, on camera handing out crack pipes?
That would be some off the wall ass shit. Nah, you can't do that. You can't, cause it's like, bro, it's like condoning of the behavior. Like, I understand the safety. Like, I'd rather you use a crack pipe than
But what could you really use?
What else?
Yeah.
I feel like...
I have no idea, bro. That's what you know what I mean?
I don't fucking know.
I'm trying to think in my head, like, would you use this? Just make a whole...
I don't know.
Like, Breaking Bad makes it seem really basic. Like, it's just a little... You know what I'm saying?
Smoking crack.
Or like meth, I guess. That little pipe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's the same thing.
Right, but what else
crack.
would you use to replace that pipe if you didn't have it? If you was on the street, you was homeless, you fighting for food, fighting for your life.
I feel like if I'm fighting for food, I'm not worried about the math.
You're probably going to do it with anybody, like what you do. Like, you're going to use anything you can. A bottle, a fucking, anything that you can
aluminum
use.
foil?
Yeah, anything that you can use that
to smoke that fucking crack.
to get that crack into you.
Well,
You got to find it.
Well, no, I
crack
think
is already chemicals, and you burn in the chemicals.
I think you have to like heat up the bottom of the pipe, so I don't even think you could use them. I don't know what
so
you
there's
use.
crackheads out there lighting up bottles and then melting the plastic bottles.
Maybe. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know. I'm not personally involved in the crack community, so like.
Jhoan said, "What's your experience with that?" How do
you know what I mean? Like,
what's because there's the only one talking.
I'm just saying, like, I don't fucking know. I'm just saying, like, I just feel like it's kind of a little fucked up. Like, I don't know if that's.
We know it's fucked up.
If that's where our money should be allocated to.
Not only that, but how did we get to this point in life where, you know what, like, the easiest thing to do is just give them the pipe.
Motherfuckers is dying off that crack, I guess, bro. Motherfuckers really biting the bullet.
I feel like at this point, whatever they're just kind of putting in front of Biden, he's just kind of signing it.
What else is going on? What else is going on? Like, is he trying to like?
Oh, you don't know about the Russia shit, bro?
And like China and Russia made an alliance.
Right? Yeah, bro.
They said don't even worry about that, but crack pipes.
bro, I feel like you got bigger shit to deal with right now than be giving out crack pipes. You know what I mean? Like,
do you?
Yeah, you do. Like,
he's looking out for number one, the U.S.
Crack.
Look, that's cap.
And it's like, I feel like there's got to be like a deal with some. Like, do you think that he like suddenly bought like a glass company and now he's trying to give out this grant?
Look,
for
I'm telling you,
crack
he's
buyers?
giving work to the American force.
I mean,
American-made crack pipes.
American-made crack pipes.
He's gonna be like, when he like
that's
goes
if
through.
they're American-made though.
See, but he's gonna be like, yes, they are.
You know how
say that.
He said we passed this bill $30 million.
I mean, they did say $30 million worth. They never said like American made.
See, but and then they're gonna be like, and you know what happened because of this bill? 15,000 Americans were hired to make these crack pipes.
See, but the thing is, bro, if that $30 million is only gonna get you like 50 million pipes here, but it might get you 100 somewhere else, where do you think they're gonna go? I don't give a fuck about giving jobs to nobody, bro. It's all about
15,000 Americans had work for 3 months.
They don't give a fuck about us.
They don't give a fuck about y'all.
They don't give a fuck about us, bro.
I don't know. I feel like they don't give a fuck about you.
No,
I'm looking at my skin tone. They don't give
a fuck, bro. And then, like, yeah, no. And then it's like, how can you really brag about the fact that you're giving people jobs making crack pipes?
Japan has knives.
Again, if we got to the point where we're signing a bill to give out crack pipes,
we're
gonna brag about everything.
Roll with it.
Everything. He's gonna be like, hospital rates have gone down because of this bill.
Crack use has gone up, but everything else has gone down.
He's not gonna say the ups. He's not gonna be like, that's going up. He's just gonna be.
It's like, I don't know what you're thinking. Death rates, we don't know the numbers. Well, shit. We haven't found the bodies yet, so we can't report that yet.
Cut in half.
Cut in half.
Right there.
That'd be fucked up, though.
He said, so much good came out of this bill, I can't even describe it.
This is the staple of my presidency.
He said, I want crack pipe making to be the staple of the United States. Like Japan has done.
Obama killed
Bin Laden. Oh, they just killed. Like, talking about that. Obama did kill Bin Laden or whatever. They just killed the leader of ISIS.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they just got the leader of ISIS.
See how you knew the crack pipes? Before you knew that they killed the leader of ISIS?
Isn't that crazy?
Joe Biden, that's Joe Biden's legacy. It's the crack pipes.
Look, bro, that's actually kind of fucked up to think about. But also, like, you know, a lot of this shit comes from, like...
It's fucked up that they killed the leader of ISIS?
No. What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
There would never be that.
I thought it was like that Joe Biden's going to be known for the crack pipes instead of killing.
No, he's going to be known for the crack pipes for sure. He's going to be known for a lot of shit.
Don't even really know that he got the leader of ISIS like that, I feel like.
Again, because it was like, we killed the leader of ISIS and we passed the $30 million bill. Crack pipes.
Like, they included it in the same memo.
Everything. It was in the same press conference.
Like, big news. $30 million in for the crack pipes. Killed Bin Laden, by the way. Anyway, this crack pipe thing, I really think we can get in deep with it.
I think we can get another 4 years out of this.
Oh, don't even say that.
He's not going to be alive for another 4 years, first of all.
I don't know enough about politics to be saying all this, though. If I'm being honest with you.
No, I just don't think, like, he just seems delusional at this point. Doesn't seem like... He's talking about, like, he was reading bills. I think we've talked about this before. Like, he's like, literally mid-reading a bill, and he's just like, today we... Well, you know, you get the rest. I'm not going to read that whole thing. He's like, I'll just sign it. He's like, I'll just sign it. And he just signs the fucking bill. Because, like, supposedly he knew it was on the bill, but, like, he's just like, I'm not going to read it aloud.
You think he even wanted to be president, bro? At this point, I just think they just put him in front.
He just so happened to be the motherfucker that, you know, he got that nudge on the shoulder, like, hey, bro, I think it might be you.
I feel like Barack was like, listen, like, I could be behind this with you.
Like, he just got that little nut. Because, like, bro,
he got that senior, like...
And it's just like, it's fucked though, bro, because he's going to run again.
I don't think he's going to be able to run again. I'm telling you, bro. He's not going to make it for. When did he get 2020?
Yeah.
2020 to 2024? Yeah, that's thin, bro.
I was just saying, it seems like he has, like, what is it? Like, when you become a
Dementia?
senior. No, I'm talking about, like, a high school senior. Like, you just don't give a fuck no more.
Oh, senioritis?
Senioritis.
I was thinking, like,
he's like, that's
like
he's
old,
like,
you know, when
bro,
you
he didn't have that shit since the start then. What the fuck, bro? You can't, like...
Again, I don't think he wanted to be president. I think he was...
That's horrible.
Yeah.
But then it's like...
I mean, most of the time it was, like, Obama speaking for him. Like, you know, hey...
Because Obama was...
He was, like, advocating for him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like maybe, like you guys are right, maybe it wasn't even him that wanted to be out there. And then with Harris, I didn't expect Kamala Harris to be the VP, to be honest.
A lot of people don't like her.
No, a lot of people don't.
A lot of Republicans don't like her, I guess.
Nah.
Even like people on the left.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's not a great administration in general.
Why don't...
I don't know. It's just like... I don't know. Like, I'm not a political person.
Oh, she doesn't take blame for anything the way she doesn't take blame for stuff. Like, she's just like, well, that was there before me, so y'all ain't going to blame that on me. You can't talk like that. I just feel like
I think she's one of the people. I think that's how I would have said it. Like, I'll be honest with you, that was me.
I don't know.
See, but that's the thing, though, bro. Politics isn't like that.
Yeah, like when you're looked up as...
Yeah, we're not, like... I don't, like... It's weird to say, but, like, I don't necessarily want you to be one of the people. Because, like, you know, you're like... if you're too casual about it, it's like, bro, like... If I don't give a fuck about it, I know you don't.
That's exactly why people really liked Obama, though, because he had that like professionalism.
Yeah, you gotta have that professionalism
like
to you. You know?
Like he was like since college trying to like be and shit like that. Like make changes, do this.
Well, so was Joe Biden. I mean, Joe Biden has been in politics his whole life.
Yeah, but he's like 30 years past that point, bro. Maybe in his heyday. Yeah, like he was really out there.
He was really good at, like, apparently, anyway. I haven't seen any, like, debating and stuff and just talking in general, which is why a lot of people are like, that's not Joe. Like, he doesn't sound like him. It's not. Like, if it's him, it's just he's really out of it at this point.
It's the same thing as fucking Reagan. Ronald Reagan?
I don't know
that. 3 or 4 years after he became president, like when he was done. When he was done, he had dementia. Like, they asked him questions to, like, debrief him about shit like that. And to like, cause like, I guess he passed some bills that weren't great or something that he did was not good, and they tried to talk to him like, why'd you do this? He's like, what are you talking about? like he had full blown dementia like a few years after, and he was also around the same age as Joe.
He's a president.
President.
I don't even remember that.
That's crazy. Damn, imagine like. Fuck! Imagine like talking shit about yourself in the like. You remember when the bill was signed to da 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 da? It's like
stupidest mistake
ever.
Who
the fuck signed that? That was you, sir. Interesting.
I've never been president. Obama was president.
Bro, it just sucks because like, especially right now, we're just on the verge of other shit. So it's like if you're not in the best mind state to be making decisions.
Especially with the whole pandemic thing. I feel like you really need somebody that's on their toes.
Bro,
speaking about being on your toes, have you been watching the Winter Olympics? You know that the U.S. was down to Australian snowboarders? Have you ever seen an Australian snowboard? Is there snow in Australia? Why the fuck is Australia ahead of the U.S. It's snowboarding?
You don't know that there's... damn, that's crazy. Is there?
Bro, is there snow in Australia?
Is there really not?
I don't think it's the southern hemisphere, right? Or it's like close to the equator. It's like if...
They got mountains out there?
Do you think they got mountains out there?
Really? We're down?
Look, just yesterday...
I feel like...
It's because yesterday I was at a restaurant with Tanya. We were watching the games because they were on. And I looked up and I was like, wow, it's... Australia, Japan, U.S. And I was like, what kind of shit is this? What kind of world do we live in?
Bro, but who the...
I feel like those people make like professional teams, like especially like Japan and Korea. And
no, I mean they got snow. Japan has snow.
No, but even like Australia, like
where do they got this snow?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like they would probably go out of their way to make it so that their athletes can actually practice in an environment that supports the sport.
They probably ship them out somewhere.
Yeah, they're not just gonna be like, hey, so we haven't done this in a couple of years, but
y'all trying to go compete in the Olympics?
Strap the fucking boots on and let's go. Like, nah,
it's not acceptable.
But no, it's fucked.
It's like if you saw
like a casual sport out here. So
right, but it's like if you saw Mexico on the leaderboard for snowboarding. Like, really?
Were they ever on there though?
Exactly. Do they even have a snowboarding team? Exactly.
So you gotta have, it's not like you gotta have snow to be cold.
It's just how we gonna let them win. Like if the American team can literally snowboard year round. Like you can practice year round. And all types of like
he just said, bro, they probably got the resources to say, hey, bro, we finna ship y'all to yada yada so y'all can practice.
I also feel like it's a lot more like it could be a lot more strict in places like outside of the United States because they have a bunch of how do you say it, like there's a lot of watch over the people training the athletes in the Olympics here, and I feel like over there like they're just kind of like they could be doing whatever the fuck they want to their athletes to make them perform to the best of their abilities. Like here, the shit that they wouldn't do here.
Russia got disqualified. A girl won in figure skating, won gold, and then afterwards they tested her and she tested positive for other shit in her system, so they took it away.
Anything new?
No, but that's crazy.
Their whole document about Russia.
No, they're banned.
Doping. That's what I'm saying. They're not even like it's not even like Russia. It's just individual athletes or whatever.
Yeah. like a
Like
club
Svetlana
type.
was disqualified. So even then, she still tested positive for
Yeah.
that. God damn.
Russia. I
She
think
said
Russia,
we're already banned. What's the difference?
Russia's banned
She
for
don't
like
win.
12 years or something, or 4 Olympic Games or 2 Olympic Games or some shit like that.
That's tough.
Yeah. They're like under USSR, or not USSR, but like just like you said, like another thing.
What all games do they do in the Winter Olympics though? Besides like snowboarding, skiing,
The fucking
all the curling.
yeah, curling. That's what it is. Curling,
I fuck with
curling,
the
low key kind of
I fuck
lit.
with the curling. I ain't
Okay,
gonna lie.
hockey.
Hockey.
Oh, they do hockey?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean,
Didn't
it
know
is.
that.
You ever seen American Dad?
I mean, I've seen it.
Like there was a whole thing with like Roger being a whole hockey player from the U.S. in like the 1960s when Reagan was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, I remember it that well.
What was his name? Fucking. He was like a famous. He was like a famous
Yeah.
hockey player. I forgot his name. Whatever. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about though. Wayne Gretzky. That's what it was. Sheesh, you didn't know what you were talking about, but that was good.
That's like the first bang they got. Like,
Yeah.
come to mind. I'm like, oh yeah, I never heard that name before.
Okay, yeah, Wayne
That's
Gretzky.
from How I Met Your Mother.
But how many players or how many countries have an ice hockey team?
Enough to be in the
How many
Olympics.
countries have ice, bro? I don't.
What if whole time it's just
Facts.
the
I
U.S.
feel like that's easier than
the U.S., Russia, Canada. It's just
I don't
them
think
battling
so.
it out every.
I don't think so. I mean, there's what's it called? Like, what about
I don't know.
colder places like Greenland? Fucking. There's snow in Greenland. I don't know.
I swear to God, I've never even like heard of hockey in other countries other than those 3.
I don't know. Shit, you gotta look into it.
The only reason I know that there's fucking snow in Greenland is because there's snow in Greenland and there's fucking
Green
in Iceland, which is like, what the fuck?
Also, what's that sport? You know what I'm talking about? Where, like,
What's that
He
sport?
said, "What's that
He
sport?"
said,
You know
what's
what I'm
that?
They're
No
like-
context. He
They're
said.
like look, they're on ice. They're like an ice,
Mhm.
like kind of
Snowmobile?
roller coaster type,
Oh!
and then they run and they jump in.
I know what you're talking about. Where they like literally they're just laying down and they're just like.
Yeah,
All the bobsledding or whatever.
something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
if
think
it's
like
called that.
professional sledding or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. What about it,
They got speed skating too.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
speed skating.
bro? Can y'all ice skate?
Yeah, I remember one time.
Yeah.
with Jhoan.
Y'all can.
I can actually ice skate.
I'm
Like
scared of my
cold?
ankles.
No, wait, I mean it's not hard. It's just like rollerblading.
Scared of my ankles.
Can't do that either.
Really? Oh. No, we went with Jhoan one time and he didn't really know how to, but he was like going like, I'm confident, I'm feeling it. This
That's how you gotta go. Yeah.
He was going back. He tried to stop. Like, he just busted his shit. I don't know if you remember that. We were at the.
Trying to do like the hockey player.
Yeah. He's done. He was done. I think after
He
that.
would try to do some dumb shit like that
That's
too.
what I'm
Because if I was
saying.
in a row, why not
Like,
go
keep
all
in
the
mind, no experience with like.
But look, he was-
He said, "I got
Look,
it, bro." I
but
was
did you
already
listen to
smart.
the story up to that point? He was coming and going
No,
and
no,
doing
no,
his
no,
thing.
no.
Like he was decent.
But like he was feeling confident. Like he was like.
He said, "Look, I was already killing it before, so fuck it, bro. Go for the haymaker."
Exactly.
No,
He said, "I'm surprised you didn't try to spin a little."
no. That's funny. As hell.
What other sports are in the summer or the Winter Olympics? The jumping one where they make a V. They're like
That's just
Skiing, right?
skiing.
Ski jump.
The jumping one where they make a
Look,
V.
they jump and they make a V.
Yeah, the ski jump. The jumping one where they make a V.
Ski.
He's about to say, yeah, the jumping one where they make a V.
They go skis. They jump
Yes.
in. Now it's a ski
Making
jump.
a V. He's talking
I told
about-
you that's all I know.
I know, but like you can. That's what you use to correlate with the
Can y'all
sport.
Yeah.
ski? Y'all know how to ski?
Nah,
Or snowboard?
But you knew that.
I didn't know that.
I know how to sled.
I didn't know that. I thought you might know how to ski. I know how to ski.
I doubt like that. Oh, you got taken on those trips. You got taken on those trips in middle school, huh?
I mean,
High school,
I
middle
also
school.
like the neighborhood center that I grew up like going to and shit. They took us out and gave us lessons and shit.
Y'all had money, huh? This is
Wow.
what-
Shit.
This is it.
What?
Figure skating, snowboarding, freestyle skiing, bobsleigh,
That's the one we talking bobsleigh.
biathlon.
Bartholomew. Skeleton. What the fuck is that? Short track, speed skating, Nordic combined.
Military patrol.
Nice. Military patrol is a sport.
These are it. Alpine skiing, cross country skiing, curling, figure skating, freestyle skiing, ice hockey, luge.
Oh, it's luge. That's the one.
Nordic combine, short track speeds.
Y'all fuck with the summer or the winter more?
Summer.
7, 8,
By
9, 10,
far.
11, 12, 13,
Summer.
14, 15 sports. Summer.
Summer.
For sure, summer. I mean, well, what's
They have more sports, more athletes. I feel like more countries.
less clothes? Nah, but in all seriousness.
Whoa.
No, in all seriousness, though, summer is the better one for sure. Because I don't know, I just like the sports in the summer a lot more.
You said the athletes are phenomenal.
The athletes, they look phenomenal. Those gymnasts, you could tell they're putting in the work. You could see it, literally.
I can't keep up with you niggas. Nah. I do think the summer has like more entertainment in terms of like, you know, events and shit. But
Swimming,
I fuck with the
I
winter
fuck with
ones too though, because it's like I feel like it's kind of cool to see.
I'm not
some
gonna
of
lie, the only one I really like is the
curling's cool. I fuck with like the ski ones and shit like that because I like seeing motherfuckers ski. Bobsled's kind of cool. About 10 to 15 seconds of the figure skating is decent. That's about all.
How do you even go about like becoming a professional bobslayer? You think about that?
I don't know.
I know high school sport, that's for sure.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know who you have to talk to about that.
It's the Timmy. I'm liking your length. We're looking at adding you to the team for the bobsleighing sport.
Like, I don't know. You just go try out, maybe. Like shit, we decent. Fuck with us.
It's definitely got to be a college thing for sure. I don't
Probably.
know. But
Shit.
I just searched up, what's it called? Jesse Owens from the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin, when like Hitler was in charge, and because we just saw it at work, and like during the whole thing where Hitler was like, "Oh, the Aryan race is like the best race," like
what the fuck does Aryan mean?
like the white people with blonde hair, blue eyes, the people
He
that
didn't even have blonde hair.
well, you know,
Isn't that crazy?
but he was Aryan, all right. Anyways, the Aryan race was the superior race. They're gonna win the Summer Olympics. I wouldn't be surprised if Germany won all of them, honestly. And here comes Jesse Owens. You know who Jesse Owens is?
Of course.
Okay, go ahead. Let's see the story from there.
I mean, it's you.
So, yeah.
It's you.
So
Yeah, hold on.
I don't know. He was a black athlete, track and field, and he won 4 medals and dusted all the white folks. It's crazy.
He said in front of Hitler.
And because like there was a rule before where Hitler or like the place where they were holding the games, like the president or whatever, the leader of it would shake all the gold medals.
Ooh,
He said we're not doing that this year, unfortunately. And he didn't want to shake Jesse Owens' hand because he thought that it was all gonna. He thought the leaderboard was gonna be Germany, and it was 4 of the most popular sports.
He said, "Das
Jesse
not
Owens.
good."
Das not good.
Das not good. He was in that room like,
And
this
the crazy
is
part is
unacceptable.
there was a long jump, and he broke the world record for that after he became like really close friends with a German athlete.
Oh wow.
He was like giving him hints and shit, like, "Hey, bro, like, you nice with it, but you jumping too late. Try 1 or 2 steps back. I promise you, it's gonna be nice." And it was on his last one, and he won the gold medal with his like last attempt or whatever.
That's funny.
In the documentary, it was like Jesse was like, "I never saw him again."
Of course you didn't.
They saw that shit and they said, "You got to go."
He said, "I never saw him again." That's weird. What was the time that this happened? 36.
I can't. No, bro, that's fucked up. That's not funny. Damn.
Look, they're like the whole they were chilling the whole time.
Folks was bold as hell doing that shit in front of all
Oh, yeah.
people.
He helped them talking ear to ear, sharing meals, standing next to each other. It was a different time back then, bro.
Do you think Hitler was like, "Hey,
Come here.
Definitely, bro. You got that man whack, bro. You said you really getting that motherfucking tips to win? To win? Oh, no.
I mean,
After I was talking shit, yeah, you got me out here looking dumb, boy. You gotta go.
at least in the positive aspect of it, that guy didn't care about race. He cared about like the sport.
I mean, I don't know how you gonna turn
You
a
know?
man deaf in the.
No, like the guy was like,
Yeah,
like,
he was genuine. He was just
Yeah.
like, fuck it, bro.
Do you think there was a point where Hitler was like?
That's cap though. I ain't gonna. My fault to cut you off. But
Go ahead.
in the competition, I'm not gonna help you out, bro.
I feel like I did fake tips.
maybe he did it in a way where he was like mischievous way, like, oh look, he's talking to his buddies like, I'm gonna fuck your shit up, and tried to give him bad advice, and it ended up being like great advice. Like what if like
that'd be the most fucked up.
what if this
situation.
picture right here is like I
that
got
looks
him?
like a mischievous grin right there.
He said, "Oh, I got him. He's gonna jump hella early."
Hell nah. No, that'd have been tough.
Oh, I completely forgot. Oh, do you think that there was a point where Hitler was just like, "This ain't good," but I mean, I gotta commit. Like, do you think there was a point where he was like,
No, bro.
I
feel
don't
like
think.
that
Do you
man
think he would? Do you think he was like all the way, like till
all
he
the way
died?
through, bro.
Really?
I feel like he was just like. I mean, I definitely feel like he got to a point where it was like damn.
Towards the end, where he was like,
"Yeah, we definitely
bullet in the chamber. Like, man, maybe I did it too far.
He's like, we caught a lot of bodies, bro. Like for
I feel
real,
like,
but like,
you think like, or like the first time where they're just like, Hitler, we just raided the first village. This many people that he's like, damn. Like, he's like, well, that's what
Jewish?
we're doing.
no, bro. I think he was happy as hell. First,
Really?
time. I think he was like very proud of that.
Really?
That's
It's
why he
like-
fucking did it in the first place.
I was gonna say, I think it's like the Ku Klux Klan when they was like killing shit. They didn't care.
Yeah, bro. It's like
There
bro,
was
we,
literal.
We give no respect
Yeah.
for you. We don't give a.
There
like,
was
we literally
there
want
was
you to
public
die.
hangings.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we want you
Kids
to die.
smiling like, oh shit, like, whoa shit.
Isn't that crazy?
You are beneath us.
Isn't that
So-
crazy though?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's only a couple. That's like 3 people ago. That's 3 people ago.
What?
No,
3 generations,
3
2 generations
people ago.
I feel you, but like, damn, dude, you just said it.
You ever think about that? Like 3
Bro,
people's
a lot
lifetime.
of the fucked up shit that happened are like not a lot of it, but a decent amount. 3 people ago. 4 people ago.
What do you think happened 3 people ago or 2 people ago that made them think like, damn, that was only 3 people ago?
I mean,
What do you mean?
like people in like 1980s,
Like 1980s, 1960s.
1970s type shit. Like, what were they thinking? Was like, damn, that shit was still happening.
They were still pretty racist in the 80s.
Very.
Exactly. So what do you think happened in like the early, like let's say
I think that
middle
they,
1800s?
I think that the
where they were
racist
like-
people were just like, there's a lot more of them than we thought there were. Like, we don't have to adapt, I think is what it came down to. Because I feel like at first, racism and one things was just like all of us are white and it's him or her or them, just a couple of them that are a different color. And I feel like nowadays it's like to be that close-minded with all the diversity around you would just be like impossible. Like you'd have to be grown
Like-
around strict racists. You know what I mean? Like in the past, you have one racist father, but everybody else is white in the neighborhood or the community. So like that racist father is really putting that pressure on, letting you know all the bad things or what quote unquote about these other races,
I
as
think-
opposed to a more diverse community where they're just like, hey, who told you that? That's stupid. Let me show you what it's actually about. And you got multiple people there that can actually teach them, as opposed to, like I said, in the past.
I didn't hear everything because I started,
Thinking about your own thing? Go ahead.
yeah, a little bit. Because there was a thing that I saw a few years ago where like a Mexican reporter was trying to talk to like an elitist type of person. And he was like, why don't you want like any other race in the U.S.? He's like, it's easy. Like, Europeans are only European people, like all white people. Africa has all Africans, there's no white people type of deal. Like, I want it. Why is it to the point where the U.S. is now probably majority of minorities and we're becoming the minorities? And I was thinking about it right now. I think it's just because of like travel. Like that's easy to say before, like, oh yeah, like there's only black people in Africa. It's like that's cool, but we have no ships, we have no planes, we have no cars. How else are they gonna get here? There's all Indians, right?
I feel like it's also like, well, no, in
Like the
Africa, technology's
accessibility.
evolved. Yeah, I guess it's just how easy it is to do everything here.
Like it's crazy. Like in 100 years, it's gonna be to the point where like there's gonna be like maybe 10% white people in the world. So much like mixture of cultures and shit. That's what I think.
I feel like in the future, like we won't even be thinking about that shit. We went from Biden to race talk in the future. I feel like in the future we're not really going to be focused on the like stupid stuff like that because it's like I don't know.
I think it's gonna be to the point where we're gonna make fun of white people. Like, damn, look at him.
reverse. Were we gonna hit the reverse Uno card on them?
I don't know, cause like it's crazy. Like there's so much diversity. Like I'm so serious. Like to find someone that's like pure, like Mexican, pure Native American, pure like Indian, pure like it's hard.
I don't know. White, you'd be surprised, bro. I'm telling you. Especially like I feel like a lot of like super like secretly racist families, they don't like their kids dating like.
Oh, they definitely don't.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
see,
I mean?
those are the ones that are closed down. They're going to be the minorities that I'm talking about.
I mean, I also feel like in other communities too, though. I feel like it's a thing in African American Black community. I feel like it's a thing where like sometimes families will want you to date your race. Is that not a thing? Maybe if not, it's like if in your family specifically.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a thing, I'd say, at least from like my experience, but like it's not like
It's not nearly as bad as what
it's
we're talking
nowhere
about. Racism
near the
wise.
level of strictness. Like it wouldn't be like if it was like a white person bringing home a black person, their family's gonna be like, bro, like they're gonna genuinely be like
Yuck.
like disgusted and
yeah.
upset with the situation. Whereas like I feel like the other way around, it's more like you know what I mean?
I feel like it was a
It's like,
cold.
so you didn't take my advice on that cute black girl over there,
You know,
huh?
like
I felt like
they almost feel like you settled. Like
Yeah.
couldn't find one, huh? Like it's one of those. It's
I
not
feel
like
it's
a
like
really
a cultural thing that they're more like missing.
It's not really like we don't fuck with that person because they're white. It's just like
Couldn't
I was hoping
couldn't
that
find a
you-
queen. That's crazy.
I was kind of hoping that you black.
Maybe.
But shit, like it's never been like no bad love, especially
Yeah.
in my experience. Like I have a white girlfriend. My family's not like, bro, what the fuck? It's just like, oh shit, cool, whatever.
It'd be crazy.
Should- I just say that because Senate is like 60% like minorities now, compared to like when we went. I feel like I was telling like,
I always thought of Senate as like a really white school too.
bro, like
When I went to like Blackhawk, we thought of Senate as like the white school or whatever. Like
yeah,
the-
because like I was telling you, I was like back then. I promise you, maybe 50 Mexicans, the whole school, spread out.
spread out. He said spread
He
out.
said
Whole
they didn't put
school.
us together.
He said we ran them thin.
Like it was the same thing. Like black people, same thing. Like maybe same thing. 50, 60.
Spread out.
Spread out, like-
Spread out.
Now it's like there's DLI classes where it's like all 30 of these kids are all Spanish, and there's the same thing for 7th and 8th graders, and there's 2 or 3 classes like this, and the white kids are learning Spanish. I was like, damn, like it's crazy.
I feel like
I wouldn't have thought like this is gonna happen so quick. If I'm being honest with you.
I think it's good though for like to know multiple languages is such an advantage, especially like if you want to travel in the future.
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why I was
Should be
thinking that
teaching.
like in a few years, like I feel like it's just all gonna be mixed.
I'm down. I'm cool with that. Nothing wrong with it.
No?
You have something
No.
wrong with that? I'm joking.
Not at all.
No, I said no.
No, not at all. I think it'd be interesting, especially like I feel like it'd just be a little weird if like it got to the point where it's just like not that many white people. It'd be a little
What
weird.
if the white people were like mixtures of like Latinos and white people where it's like Michael? Like that's as white as you got.
What if it got to the point where like you know how like back in the day like or even now like people that are racist like they'd be scared of like black people, they'll go to the other side of the road. It's like what if it gets to the point where like minority kids see a white person walking down the road and they switch sides of the
Dang,
street?
That's
like,
gonna be that reverse card on
That's
their
what I'm
ass
saying,
real
like-
quick. That should be. I mean, history tends to repeat itself, so I wouldn't be necessarily surprised. But
like imagine like a minority, I don't know, at the register or something like that, and they're like they're like specifically watching out for the white kid browsing through the aisles at a gas station
hey, man, you never know.
I'm sure you've been in that situation. You've been followed like at a
Oh,
gas station at a
so many
Walmart.
times,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Imagine it being a reverse card where they're following the little
And you gotta
white
talk
kid.
to your grandkids like, don't look at that white kid. He's doing his own thing. Don't follow him.
Like, that'd be fucked. No
We'd
cap.
happen to be
I wouldn't
racist.
support that either though. It'd just be the same thing. But like it would just be.
I ain't gonna lie though, a little bit of me would be happy about it. like if I walk in the store with another white person walk behind me and they follow him, I'm gonna smile a little bit. I'm like,
You're gonna be like,
feels good.
You're gonna be like, yeah.
I'd be like, you lie a
watch
little
that
bit.
one. He's a
I'd be
little
like,
sneaky.
you got something in your pocket? And then walk out.
said set his ass up quick. Nah, but I ain't gonna lie, that should be a little just like, you know, especially because like I've experienced it so much that it's just like to see it go the other way. It's not like I gotcha, but it's just like a little taste of like, yeah, you kind of, even though like that person individually ain't never done nothing wrong for you. It's just like
it's all about taking points away from the white people.
It's like, look, man, we all went through it at this point now, you know, like we can start sharing some of these experiences. You know.
Yeah. You think that's when change will really happen? When the white people become
not at all, bro. I feel like if anything, it'll get worse. Like it'll get to the point where motherfuckers, now we the racists.
I mean, racism already exists, and like,
yeah,
and what, like, I guess Mexican households, Asian households for sure. Like that stuff already exists. Those are Mexican and Asian ones for sure. I mean, I don't know how it, you know, for African American, but for
black people, those are definitely the big.
But what's better, African American or black? Because I used both in the last sentence, and I'm like,
it just depends on who you're talking to.
Really? Because that's stupid though. I just pick one. Like pick one where I'm like, because that's why I said both. Because I'm like, I don't know if he would rather me say African American.
It's because you stop your whole flow. You're like, you're going like this, and then you're like,
it's just
African American.
Yeah, you kind of have to just pick your lane. Like,
but that's what,
if you stutter on it, then it's kind of like like why you like why?
Because I said both
like,
last time, and I said one this time, and I'm like, I gotta go in for it. I gotta clarify because I don't know which one he's fucking with.
Just don't hesitate on either or, and you'll be fine. I mean,
but definitely not colored people, though, right? I'm just saying. I'm not.
Me personally, no, I don't fuck with that one.
Okay, I feel like most people don't fuck with that one, so I didn't even consider it.
It's just outdated.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I remember in school they're like, it's colored people. Like,
they definitely did. But like, yeah, I mean, I don't get offended at like black. But like, I guess the proper way would be African American.
Because when I say black, context. I'm just like, would I say brown? If I'm talking about, that's why I think about it. I don't know, but I just say Mexican, or I guess I would just say Jhoan.
Because I mean, like, yeah, because like I've heard like people get like upset when people call them Mexican instead of Latino.
That's stupid.
Well, unless you're not Mexican. He said that's stupid.
He said, "Oh, you're one of those soft Mexicans." No, I'm not Mexican.
Like, no. Racist, I don't know, bro. It's gonna be there forever.
Oh, what was the last thing we wanted to cover? The fact
Ben
that
Simmons went to the.
Shut the fuck up. No, the fact that the Superbowl doesn't pay the artist to perform.
Oh yeah, I've been on that for that's.
Yeah, I did know too. Okay,
so stupid.
I don't think that's stupid though.
Why is it stupid?
I feel like they should get paid some change. It's like they're taking advantage of that because I feel like more people watch the halftime show,
right?
But that's exactly why it benefits the performer.
Justin Timberlake's album went up 254% the night he performed at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He should get a cut. She get something, even if it's a
little
bit.
He just did 254% worth of his album sales.
Nah, the NFL got too much money for that. It's like the NCAA.
And then imagine how
getting all that money from those college.
But not only that, it's like
year,
permanent popularity.
Yeah, and then on top of that, bro, you got to think of how much money they would have to actually shove out. Because like last year, just to set up the halftime.
I was just about to say they're
like
paying for that.
$13 million.
They're paying for all that shit out of pocket. The NFL.
Didn't The Weeknd pay for his shit?
Yeah, because he wanted it to be specifically like he had a specific.
Yeah, if you
plan.
want to add on your add-on, see that's the difference. You know, like if you want to do more shit than what we can offer, yeah, you're gonna have to chunk up the change for that, bro.
No, I think that they would have set up a plan with him, but he wanted complete creative control of everything. So he's like,
also
I'll pay
that
for
too.
that shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like, if I'm not getting paid, at least let me do that.
I mean, but. Because like they know what they're doing, you know what I mean. So unless you want to pay extra, go out of your way and actually like really put yourself on the line. Because at that point, people know that you're the one that did all that. So if that's the shittiest show of the night, they're gonna be like, well, he did pay out of pocket. So you know.
So, I mean, you gotta think about it too, bro. Like a lot of these artists, especially like not necessarily up and coming, because they don't really have up and coming.
But they're like well-known artists,
right? And then they still gain more viewership and more like publicity by doing the fucking show. So then like it translates to more money, you know, through album sales, streams and shit like that. people, especially like the older ones that are like coming back, because then it's like, oh yeah, I remember how fucking great you were. Now I want to go re-listen to some of your songs, and then boom, 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 boom.
Or like buy merch. It's like merch is a big thing for
Yeah.
like fucking.
So it's just a benefit for both parties to not get paid at that point.
Yeah, and I think
Obviously, like if it didn't, like if artists weren't making money from like just showing up, no one would fucking sign up to do the fucking Super Bowl, because they're not gonna go for no money if they're not making something else off of it. It's got to be a two-way street. We're not just doing this for fun.
the article that you tagged was about somebody complaining about it, right? Or talking about.
No,
how
she
they don't
wasn't.
get paid.
They weren't even complaining. They were just talking about it.
They're
Like,
just like, oh yeah, we don't get paid.
and they were literally saying like it's okay because of the fact of the album sales that they
Yeah,
get
see,
and stuff
exactly.
Like, that.
Yeah.
Like they still
That
make
makes sense.
enough money, and then you gotta think like, bro, like they a lot of them are already well known. It's like they got bread, bro. Like they ain't really tripping off the like, cause how much are you really gonna charge
I
How
just
much
feel like
you charge at a normal concert.
for a normal concert where you're performing for maybe 2 hours or hour and
Cut
a half?
it
I'm
into
not-
the minutes.
think about it this way though.
You're there 15 minutes, so instead of the million for the hour, $250,000.
Nah, think about it this way.
That's like chump change to them.
If you're a performer though,
Supposed
right,
to get paid.
and you perform at the Super Bowl, that's huge leverage for when you perform anywhere else. Hell, I performed at the Super Bowl. Like
Yeah, it does increase your price, show.
that's
for
what I'm
sure.
saying. So like it's like I said, it's a permanent benefit.
No.
That's the way I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it's just one of the ones, you know, mutual benefit for both of us, because the NFL still has to shove out a shit ton of money like to put on the actual show itself. I mean, granted, yes, the NFL is making a dumb fuck amount of money from the Super Bowl. But,
Also,
you know,
I saw another article about what team coach was it? Was it for the Jets? He's a black coach, and they were giving him shit that the NFL is being racist towards him and towards black coaches.
I remember that.
And they're like,
Vaguely.
because like he got fired from a job, and then was like had potential jobs lined up, and he went to one for. No, he was from the Dolphins, and he was gonna go for the Jets, and he got a call from somebody, Belichick.
Bill.
Check.
Yeah. And he's like, hey, congratulations on the job at the Jets. And he's like, oh, wrong number, my bad. And it's for another coach. And he hadn't even gone to his interview yet.
Yeah.
So he's like, because there's an act or a law or something that in the NFL that you have to interview a certain amount of black people
At least two.
to like make it even so that they have an equal
Yeah,
Because in the
interview-
past, it was a big problem.
Yeah, so you have to interview at least two to
So
before
at
you
that
can
point,
make your
yeah,
decision.
he's like, this is racist. Like you're just
interviewing me
for that spot, not for actually giving me the
you're
job.
interviewing because you have to, not
Yeah.
because you want to. technically.
Because what is it? It was stupid. The Dolphins wanted, like, the head person wanted him to lose bad or lose pretty badly so that they get first round picks next season. And the Dolphins had like a pretty decent season that year or 2 years in a row, and they were like, no, bro, like this is not what we want. We want picks. We want future assets. Stop playing decent ball. Lose some fucking games. Give us some picks and keep your fucking job.
He said, "Listen, we're good, but we're not Super Bowl good. So let's
Right,
start
so
taking
stop.
some L's."
Like we're
So we're not doing much with this. So
Yeah,
just-
we're in the middle of the pack right now, so it's either win the fucking Super Bowl or just take the L and give us some
That's
spots.
what the Browns are secretly doing. They're just like, we're gonna lose every year.
Yeah, no, that shit's fucked up. Especially like, cause like the fact that they even have to have that like clause is ridiculous.
Just
bro.
like just because you said the NFL is making a stupid amount of money, I'm like, well, there's not even like a black owner of a team. Like they're all white.
yeah,
They're doing all this.
yeah, we know.
So I was like,
You know
I
how-
didn't.
That's the like, unfortunately, that's.
I'd sign a petition for Jordan to just pick up a team, folks. Pick up a team.
Like, just have it.
So we have one.
Oh, nice. Just give.
Magic
just
Johnson
give
can get
to-
one, folks. He's part owner of the Dodgers. Part owner of the Lakers. Might as well get a trifecta going and do something with the LA
Trifecta.
Rams.
I mean, I'm sure that there's got to be like.
No.
See, you told me about the confidence, and I was like, but black African American.
He still wasn't sure.
I feel like there's got to be like black entrepreneurs that are rich enough to afford a team that just don't want a team.
See, but at that point, I feel like the NFL would go out of their way to be like, look,
50% off if you're not white on this NFL team?
I feel like they'd go out of their way to be like recruit or help or get somebody else to get that position, or be like the owner be like sell it to him instead of that person. Because I feel like at that point it's like his asset or like the owner's.
Even if the other person is like
has the money for it.
No, I was about to say there's not skill involved. So I guess at that point it's just selling the team. Yeah, you're right.
And I mean, if you're already hanging around most of the white people, you probably don't have too many.
And not only that, because they were also saying about how like dominant black athletes are in that sport.
Yeah,
it's just like basketball. Like Jordan picked up, Magic picked up, and then there's a whole bunch of black coaches, and it's just that's
because
how
the
league
sport
is,
better.
right?
Yeah. They're mostly
so why would they do
sport,
that with NFL? And I feel like that's I feel like white people. That's why they do it. No. That's my sport.
I mean, I feel like they should be setting up some type of program to help the like NFL stars become like coaches and stuff like that easily. Like set them up with a easy route.
I feel like that'd be some bullshit too. Just like the fucking act like that he was saying for like to recruit black coaches.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
There's too many white people in power in that like that.
They're gonna keep it
in
that way for as long as they can.
You gotta be like Jeff Bezos rich and be black and be like, you know
and
what?
Be black. He's be black.
Like that is like it's always like I want to buy this team. Like, huh? No, I want to buy this team.
Fuck it, bro. I buy every team.
He could.
He could.
He could.
He could. 110%.
But what if he just bought every team? He's like, fuck this Amazon shit. He's like, I'm gonna just buy every
bro, he just buys every NFL team and then just collect how the bread off all that shit, bro.
How much do you think they make revenue wise?
A lot,
bro. The Super Bowl.
There's like this Sunday is
Sunday.
Like exactly, you just knew that phrase just because of the fucking Super Bowl. Like, exactly.
Literally though, bro. Like the fucking commercials, bro. Like, 7 million for 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was $1 million like maybe 6 years ago.
Okay.
They said, yeah, we need 7 of them.
When do you think that they were just like, guys, these are too cheap? like, when do you think that they
probably realized, like, damn, bro, we could really sell these bitches for a lot more.
They probably saw how much profit the people in the ads were making. They're like, hey, that's a lot of bread y'all made.
I feel like they pay enough people to know analytic shit like that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Inflation's gone up this much, so I think we should raise it by this much.
Yeah, they literally have algorithms.
Yeah, so I was like, but that's...
But at the same time, it's just like...
More African Americans in power, man. Right, Michael?
Yeah, the black... that time was... That was a...
Hell no.
It feels weird saying African American for me.
So
then why use it?
Because like black sounds bad too. Like I don't know.
Oh,
black, like
man.
see.
Terrence, what do you think would be bad? Like worse? Like, do you think it's bad if I just go to like random people? Not random people, but just like talk about people like that.
Black.
Just
like,
walk up to somebody. Not saying that.
Cause I'm like, bro, what the fuck do you mean?
Like if you're just like if I'm describing a person, right? Because some people be like, oh, the tall gentleman, the black guy? Yeah.
That would be fine.
Oh, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know if that was...
See, when I think about
it, though,
the African-American fellow.
When you watch TV shows or movies and shit like that, bro, what do they usually say? They usually say black. Like that's
what I thought.
It's not offensive unless you're like saying it in an offensive term or like...
Yeah, no. Because like at work, our manager's black. And then we have I have a white coworker. Right. So I'm like, oh, who did you work with before? Tall gentleman, slim. And they're both...
Because he's white, though, right?
Yeah.
So he's got a little different condensation.
No, but that's why I'd be like, oh, you mean the black... Do you mean Kenneth, our black manager?
I mean, I guess it's like me trying to disassociate race from like the topic itself. So it's like I get... Because like if I don't have to include race in it, it's like it's obviously better that way anyway. So when I do have to
So if you were to describe
race,
Terence, how would you do it?
No, I'm saying, but for that, like,
no, he's a smart whitewater graduate that I've known for many years.
Well, I was gonna say, like, if you know the person, it's better to go off their background to describe them. But if you don't want to use the race,
but if someone's like giving me a physical description, you know,
right?
Like,
but that's okay. See, like I said, when you have to say,
So no, but real talk, just like not even trying to put you on the spot, but how would you describe Terrence?
How would I describe Terrence?
Like if someone was like, oh, do you know a Terrence? And then you're like, Terrence, what's his last name? I don't know. And then you're like, last name Agee? I don't know. And then how would you just describe him?
Like tall, short hair, brown eyes. That's it. That's what I got. That's it. They're like race, skin color. I don't look at that kind of stuff, man. I don't pay attention to that guy.
I'm not really sure.
You tell me when you see him because I didn't notice.
If you don't know, then how do you know? Like, the fuck's going on? Nah, I mean, I don't know.
Like I said, you have to do that at that point. So yes, obviously I would.
But would you say African American or black?
Well, that was the whole debate, the debacle. If I don't know which one sounds better, but I guess Terrence says that black is okay though. So.
I mean that's
because I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like I don't say the Caucasian. I say white.
White.
You know, I'm not gonna get offended unless you're coming at me like you black. I mean, it's like okay, well, hold on, watch your tone. You know what I'm saying? Because now,
I guess you must have to explain it to Michael because I guess there might be a point in time where he might really come up to you like that.
See, like when does it become offensive? Like black. Listen, black. Like, you know, when does it? Which one of those three was the most offensive?
2 and 3 was like, bro,
yeah,
okay.
Right.
Like, a bit of a little heat.
Right. Okay.
You said it with a little heat to it.
Like,
yeah. But if you're like, oh yeah, he's the black guy that was standing over there, it's like, oh, okay. You're like, he's the black guy standing over there. It's like, hold on.
You're shaking your head like, yeah, we knew he was gonna be black.
Like, what you mean, bro? What you mean by that? Like, why you being so defensive about the word black?
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna clear those kind of things up.
Alright, well, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. Let us know what you guys think about the video. If you have any topics, if you want to be a guest, let us know. Other than that,
like, subscribe, comment.
That shit.
Catch you guys on the next one.